this is Emily. Welcome everyone. I'm traveling over 66 through southwestern Missouri. Still a very hot drive along Route 66 over the last few days. Now that we have reached Missouri, the climate has changed and it is now more humid as well. We did get a brief storm today to help cool us off a little bit. Let's start this video with a visit to Joplin. Joplin is located in the southwestern corner of Missouri, with a metro population of about 250,000 people. The town has nicknames such as Jomo, J-Town, and Go Town, USA. Route 66 goes through the historic downtown district, where we're heading right now. Check out this Corvette that's halfway into the wall here. This is part of the Joplin Mural Park. But Joplin had experienced a great tragedy in 2011. A massive F5 tornado tore through Joplin, leveling everything in its path and killing 158 people. Missouri is largely covered with trees, but along the path of the tornado, still there are empty areas and not a lot of trees. I'm heading to Cunningham Park, where a memorial has been constructed. Let's take a look. Next up is nearby Carthage, Missouri. We are going to the Precious Moments Chapel. It was modeled after the Sistine Chapel. Staying in Carthage, we take a look at the downtown area. Driving around the downtown square, this is a fairly good-sized downtown here. Lots of activity. Carthage is located in Jasper County. Oh, and Carthage is home of the Tigers. Look at the Jasper County Courthouse. Built in 1895, it is the second most photographed building in the state of Missouri. This downtown area is beautiful. We weren't going to drive into downtown Carthage, but I'm glad we did. Making our way out of town, we run into the Crapduster. Says it right there on the sign, the Crapduster, placed here in 1997. You never know what you'll see along Route 66 in Missouri. There's great road trip history, and then there's the Crapduster. Also in Carthage is the classic 66 Drive-In Theater. Drive-In theaters are having a renewal in the age of COVID. This theater opened in 1949. Check out the storm about ready to dump some rain on us. We better get going. Up next is Red Oak 2, created by Lowell Davis as a tribute to his original hometown of Red Oak, which is a former town located 18 miles from here. Look at that peacock heading this way. Oh, those are peacocks. Some of the buildings were moved from the old town of Red Oak to this location. There is also a restoration of a 1920s Phillips 66 gas station. This is the actual building and pumps that were moved here. I can't tell if people actually live here or if this is just an outdoor museum where we just merely drive through and take a look at the buildings. Is that a rooster sitting on a toilet? Looks like the old jailhouse. We saw something similar back in Lebanon, Kansas a few days ago. Check out that bicycle rack. Just outside the city along Route 66 is this Roadside Park. Also here is this recreation of the famous giant Hamburg sign. Red Cheney opened up a gas station in the 1940s, but when he added a cafe, they decided to convert the whole business into a restaurant. The original sign was originally supposed to say Giant Hamburger, but they made the sign too short, so they cut off the ER. The rest, so they say, is history. Check out the artwork on the side of the road. This is also an ongoing project to make a distinctive and artistic wall along Route 66. Would you look at the size of that fork? It's gargantuan. It's 35 feet tall and weighs 11 tons. To illustrate how big the fork is, I'm going to stand in front of it. The tines are about as tall as me. The entire fork is as tall as the 3-story building that stands in front of it. Some crazy stuff here on Route 66, but since we have a big fork, we might as well have a giant Muffler Man dressed up as a chef. Complete with a chef's hat, 2 spatulas, and a tiny Route 66 belt buckle. Next to the Muffler Man is this double-decker bus. London is calling. This is a downtown square. Quite a few taller buildings and a park in the center of the square. Springfield is a mid-sized city about 70 miles east of Joplin, with a metro population of about 500,000 people. Perhaps the most famous incident that took place here is Wild Bill Hickok's shootout. Not long after the end of the Civil War in 1865, Wild Bill Hickok shot Davis Tutt over poker debts and a stolen watch. Hickok saw Tutt diagonally across the downtown square wearing the watch. With a single shot, Hickok killed Tutt. This pin in the road shows where the shot was fired. Springfield has a rich history, but not all positive. In the late 19th and early 20th century, Springfield had many incidents of lynching and incarcerating black men for crimes they didn't commit. I'm getting hungry and it's been a long day. We're going to eat dinner at a restaurant that is now a National Historic Landmark, built in 1962. I'm talking about this, Steak and Shake. The flashing lights, the neon, and the classic diner look is classic roadside Americana. Many of the Steak and Shake locations in Springfield have this look, but this location is the first, and it's located right on Route 66. Also, the familiar motto, "Take home a sack," on display both inside and outside. Many people think it's a Native American saying, but the word is actually a portmanteau. Steak and Shake wants you to take home a sack of their famous steak burgers. This location definitely has that 50s diner appeal. On a hot day, we are definitely getting some shakes. We got a raspberry, a cookies and cream, and a peanut butter. And they were good. Since we are visiting the town where Route 66 was created, and we ate at a historic restaurant on Route 66, we should also stay at a classic hotel on Route 66. Tonight we stay at the Royal Haven Motel. This place was built in 1938 and expanded in 1957. Lots of homages to Route 66, including the Berkshire 5 signpost seen in quite a few places on the Mother Road. The building's lobby has the neon lit. Also check out the restored classic gas pumps in the phone booth. This has been a Best Western owned property since the 1960s. Now check out the inside of the hotel room, very much out of the 1950s. it for our early summer 2020 visit to Route 66 from Joplin to Springfield. Our next video will take us eastward from here to Merrimack Caverns, not far from St. Louis. So keep watching. We are only about 4 videos away from the end of the journey in Chicago. But as I mentioned earlier, I'll be going back to Route 66 later in the fall to see things I skipped on the summer road trip. Hopefully it won't be 100 degrees this time. If you're new here, please subscribe to get the latest updates on my channel. Take a step further and ring that notification bell. And if you like this video, give it a huge thumbs up. Thanks for watching! Bye!